Let's not waste time. Let's get straight into it. At 9 years old, Bonney has already done more, survived more, and meant more to the plot of One Piece than 16-year-old Monkey D. Luffy ever did. First, let's be clear. This isn't about power levels or who wins in a fist fight. Obviously, Luffy at 16 is stronger physically. This is One Piece, not Dragon Ball. This is about impact, presence, raw narrative pressure, emotional weight, survival instinct, mentality, tragedy, stakes. By those standards, 9-year-old Bonney is smoking Luffy's whole 16-year-old career. Let's talk about Bonnie's situation at age 9. Her father, Kuma, is turned into a literal government weapon. She's hunted by the world government for her lineage. She's alone, betrayed, trapped in Egghead, the most dangerous place in the world. She walks straight into a lab of gods and demons and still fights. She watches Kuma's trauma through his own memories. At age 9. Tell me what 16-year-old Luffy was doing at this age. Oh yeah, chasing meat and punching fishmen with zero consequences. Bonney was crying in front of pacifista bodies built from her own dad. Meanwhile, Luffy was beefing with an old man over boats. Luffy at 16. All vibes, no pain. No crew yet, no big loss, no true cause. He didn't even understand death until Ace died. Bonney saw death at 5, saw betrayal at 6, saw genocide in her father's memories before hitting puberty. She doesn't dream of the Pirate King. She dreams of freeing her dad's soul from the people who lobotomized him. Bonney at 9 was infiltrating top-secret labs, holding her own in rooms with Vegapunk, Saturn, CP agents, Seraphim, and worse. She was dodging Admiral-tier threats while Luffy was still trying to figure out how Denden Mushi worked. She's learning quantum science and trauma therapy in real time. Meanwhile, 16-year-old Luffy is shocked that Nami betrayed him for the Arlong Pirates. Different mentalities, different pressure, different league. Bonnie's emotional development is years ahead of early Luffy. She doesn't just cry. She processes. She analyzes her feelings, other people's feelings, and makes decisions based on pain rather than impulse. Luffy at 16? Someone yells, he punches. Someone says no, he shouts louder. Someone insults me, all hell breaks loose. Bonney loses her father 3 times in one life, mentally, emotionally, and physically, and still keeps moving. Yeah, I said it. The East Blue Saga is cute, foundational, fun, but emotionally, it's lightweight. Zoro's backstory is sad, Nami's is tragic, but Luffy himself has zero depth until Enies Lobby, and even then it's borrowed from Robin. Bonnie's story in Egghead is heavier than all of Luffy's East Blue years combined, and she's still a child. She doesn't just exist in the world, she breaks it. Her devil fruit is borderline god tier. She's connected to the most politically explosive character in the series. She's a threat to Imu, the Gorosei, and Vegapunk. Not because of power, but because of what she knows. She's 9. Luffy at 16 didn't even know what a celestial dragon was. This may sound dumb, but let's talk about meat. Luffy at 16 is defined by meat. Childish hunger, shonen appetite, joy. Bonney, her appetite is literally tied to trauma suppression. Her hunger is psychological. Her eating is therapy. Even food, even the most basic shonen trope, is handled more maturely in Bonnie's story than Luffy's entire early arc. Let's play pretend. Give Bonney the Nika fruit at age 9. What happens? She's liberating kingdoms by 12, smiling through Saturn's death by 13, pulling Imu off the throne by 15. She doesn't need time skips. She doesn't need a crew. She's built to survive, built to break institutions. Luffy had to die twice to become Nika. Bonney became a symbol of resistance just by being born. Freedom, pain, injustice. The next generation rising up against the sins of the last, the weight of legacy, the cruelty of power. Bonney is living the core theme of One Piece at 9 years old. Luffy didn't get there until Marineford. Bonney doesn't want to be Pirate King, she wants to be free. That's what Luffy's goal actually means. And she's chasing it more honestly than he did for 300 chapters. Look, you can simp for Luffy. You can cry over Gear 5. You can name your dog after Straw Hat. But let's be honest. At age 9, Bonney was moving with more pain, more purpose, and more pressure than Luffy ever felt at 16. Age 9. Bonney is better than age 16 Luffy, and if that makes you mad, then comment below.